Hello, guys. Welcome to Love Advice TV. Here with a fresh new episode for you guys. I'm here with my main man, Coach Adrian.
Thank you, Coach.
How's it going, brother?
Very good.
Cool. So, guys, today we are going to tackle one of the most popular topics that we get presented with: how to establish communication with an ex. This is about as basic as it gets as far as the things that we cover and that we see day to day. It's a very integral part with getting back with your former romantic partner and with moving forward to the next stage of your romance with an ex. So, Coach, how on a basic level, what are some of the ways that our audience members can establish communication with an ex?
Yes, thank you, Coach Steven. It's absolutely essential for you to reestablish communication with your ex in the process of getting them back. If we're not able to reestablish contact, again, the process of breakup recovery will not be accomplished. And so it is a very, very important question. And most of the time, the people that are unable to reestablish contact with their ex is because they've made a lot of mistakes. They have been super needy, and so the ex-partner feels threatened by your outreach. They feel like responding to you opens the floodgates to a whole bunch of neediness and desperation, and they don't want to give you false hope. So if you find yourself in a situation where you've made a lot of mistakes, you've begged, you've pleaded for an extended period of time, it's probably best to wait until you have been able to successfully balance out the level of that you've been successfully able to level the balance of power before making your outreach to try to reestablish contact with your significant other. And sometimes you just don't have a choice but to do so.
It's very important that when aiming to reestablish contact with your ex, that you do a hard reset. And we actually do have a product on our website, Coach Natalie's Reset Method, if you want to go check it out. It's very important that you basically reset yourself, because you don't want to approach the situation. Again, this is an analogy that I used in another video. You don't want to approach the situation like a dog who's scratching on the door trying to get in.
Right.
That is not the way that you want to appear to your ex. You want to approach the situation from a position of power, from a position of high self-esteem, and from a position of high value. You need to have a plethora of things to contribute to the conversation, a plethora of things to contribute to the activity, the engagement that you're engaging with your ex, and you basically need to come prepared.
You're absolutely right, Coach Steven. So once you've gone back to the point where you're no longer a threat to your significant other, how do you go about reestablishing contact? We have a bunch of tools to do so. One is the handwritten letter, and you can learn more about how to write the perfect handwritten letter in our master class. So another way is through a phone call, a text message, or even a face-to-face interaction, especially if you live together. At the end of the day, though, what matters most is the spirit behind the outreach, right? Not what you say. Because what you say will depend on what you've been up to and the intricacies of your relationship. But the point of the matter is that you're not trying to win them back in the first outreach. All that you're trying to do is to rebuild the bridge, right? So that you are able to freely converse back and forth without your ex feeling like you're trying to change their mind every time you reach out.
Adrian, I'm really glad that you mentioned that word spirit, because the mistake that a lot of people make when trying to achieve romantic goals, whether it's trying to get a first-time girlfriend or trying to get a previous girlfriend or a boyfriend or lover, whatever, people think that if you follow the formula, that it's guaranteed success. And that is true sometimes. But if you don't embody the spirit, if you don't have that spirit, you're going to get sniffed out. Mm-hmm. You know, people have an innate instinct to detect a lack of being genuine, a lack of being real. And if you don't have that within yourself, chances are it's going to be very difficult for you to succeed in establishing a new and consistent contact with your ex.
At the end of the day, just like my good friend Coach Natalie says, it's not the big bad wolf, it's just your ex. And you were able to do it before. Don't get in your own head. just make sure that you're prepared, that you've done the work, that you've gone through a process of true personal transformation, so that you don't reach out from a position of neediness, on your knees, vulnerability. And the most common mistake that I see in private coaching sessions is people reaching out too soon. Right after a breakup is actually the worst possible time to try to convince your ex to take you back. Mm-hmm. And people get impatient, or you read junk on the internet that tells you that you're ready when you're not. And that's just the honest truth.
One thing that I want you guys to do, if you find yourself in this situation, is to practice discipline. Is to practice emotional steadiness, if you will. Because sometimes you get ahead of yourself. You reach out to an ex and things are going well, right? But then you jump the gun too quick and you think that, all right, now it's a good time to bring up, to start seducing him or her. Now it's a good time to rekindle the romance. And you need to know when to keep going and when to stop. You need to know when to fuel the fire and when to tame it down. It's very key. It's very important that you know the cues and the do's and don'ts and are aware of the do's and don'ts when reestablishing contact with your ex.
At the end of the day, make sure that it's an organic outreach, right? It can't be forced. No. If you are stressing over what exactly you should say, something is probably wrong. And again, we have in our masterclass templates, but it needs to feel right for you, right? You can't stress over this initial outreach, because I know you care and I know it's important and it's good that you want to do this right, but it cannot overwhelm you, because if it is overwhelming you, the odds are that your ex will feel that and they'll feel threatened. Their decision to break up with you will be put in jeopardy.
Their spidey sense is going to tingle. They're going to say, whoa, let's calm down.
That's right. Yeah. So if you have successfully been able to reestablish contact with your ex after a radio silence or no contact period, or even if you were just more distant and you lived together and you pulled away, tell us how you did it. Share with the other members of the Love Advice TV community what you were able to do, how you were able to rebuild the bridge, because perhaps you're going to inspire others along the way. And we wanted to create a community here, and I think that we have successfully done that. When I see all the positive feedbacks, all the people helping each other out, it's amazing. And if you are unable to successfully reconnect with your ex, tell us what happened. Coach Steven, Coach Samir are going to be there to guide you, to provide you with tidbits of advice.
That's right.
To push you along the way, because that's what they do.
And if you're looking for that one-on-one personal consultation from us, go to withmyexagain.com/coaching. Drop us a line, and hopefully we can find a way to help you out. I'm pretty sure we can find a way to help you out, either to get you back into fighting shape and ultimately get you back with the one you love.
We're excited to help. Coach Nat, Coach Samira, Coach Alex, Steve, and myself, we're just here for you. This is what we do. This is what we love to do. So please don't hesitate to reach out.
Leave a comment, guys. Leave a question. I'll be sure to answer it very soon. Hit that subscribe button. I think where is it? Over here? Over here. Hit the like button, and we'll see you guys soon.
Keep fighting the good fight, my friends.
Take it easy.
See you soon.